felt very blessed, you know, to have this experience for 4 weeks.
Actress Glenn Close stars in the HBO NYC film In the Gloaming. This one-hour drama is the directorial debut of actor Christopher Reeve.
And action.
And stars Glenn Close, Bridget Fonda, Whoopi Goldberg, Robert Sean Leonard, and David Strathairn. In the Gloaming is a story of a son's return home that brings about healing.
To me, it's a pretty simple story about a family that doesn't connect, and when most families who are faced with that split up and just go their own way and live their own lives, this family's forced to come back and be in the same house together again.
It's about overcoming fear, you know, the things that we are trying to let go of as being things that prevent us from becoming close.
The gloaming is a Scottish word for twilight, but it's a magical word. Even the sound of it is beautiful.
If it was in a theater, you'd leave the theater feeling like, oh man, I gotta call people and make that contact that I haven't made since I was a kid.
As an actor for 27 years, I feel that what's most important in a piece is the acting. I believe I was able to speak the language in a way that the cast could relate to. Home run, we loved it, yes, yes. I'm very lucky that out of a misfortune I've been able to move into a creative area that gives me a tremendous amount of satisfaction.
Watching Chris Reeve work and realizing, I think along with everyone else, that he can do it. And that you saw a whole lifetime of possibility open up for him.
HBO is the one place now, with very few exceptions, where you can make serious films.
In the Gloaming is the HBO NYC film that's the directorial debut of actor Christopher Reeve and stars Glenn Close, Bridget Fonda, Whoopi Goldberg, Robert Sean Leonard, and David Strathairn. This one-hour drama is Reeve's opportunity to fulfill his dream of directing.
The main thing for me was never to dictate to actors what to do, but to facilitate their discovering what was right. And action. I'm going to keep directing. I love it.
I think my most memorable experience was watching Chris Reeve work and realizing, I think along with everyone else, that he can do it. And that you saw a whole lifetime of possibility open up for him.
I've known Chris probably most of my career. So he knows what he's doing. He's funny, you know, which helps, because I get very nervous if people have no sense of humor, you know, and he's there.
We see an active and energized and compassionate guy who's in charge, knows what he wants, and is as difficult in that regard. And when he believes in something, you can't sway him, and it's going to make him a remarkable motion picture director.
If you don't have goals, you really can't make progress. And I think whether you're able-bodied or handicapped, it's really the same thing. I mean, that's what. That's why I get out of bed in the morning to go do something, go accomplish something.
Christopher Reeve has always been a leader of social change by personally getting involved in a variety of causes. His ambition continues on screen and off as a dedicated advocate for the American Paralysis Association.
Well, I think it's fair to say that the average person on the street thought, oh, spinal cord injuries, that's impossible to cure. Those people just sit in wheelchairs and there's nothing you can do for them. That's not true. Maybe 5 years ago it would have been true, but there have been tremendous breakthroughs.
Both he and wife Dana agree life is just different from here on out.
I always knew that Chris was a director trapped in a leading man's body. And I used to always say that, I said, you know, you've got to, this is really your calling.
Home run, we loved it, yes.
He's pretty amazing. He's a great director for me. Whenever I'm lost, he knows what's wrong. He guides me very, very well.
How can he direct a movie? How can Chris Reeve, he's in a wheelchair, it's impossible he can direct a movie. I said, well, he can direct a movie about the same way that Franklin Roosevelt ran the country for 13 years. No one saw that wheelchair when it came to Franklin Roosevelt, and we don't see the wheelchair anymore when it comes to Chris Reeve.